In this video, I'll show you how to migrate from Lovable Cloud to Supabase or transfer all of your data from Lovable Cloud to Supabase. If you haven't signed up for Lovable yet, you can use the link in the description to get 25 credits absolutely free. The first obvious option is to choose Supabase instead of Lovable Cloud before creating your project. However, since Lovable introduced their own cloud, they've made the option to choose Supabase a bit tricky. I've already made 2 videos showing how to use Supabase instead of Lovable Cloud and how to connect your Lovable project to Supabase. Both are linked in the description below. But let's say you didn't switch to Supabase before creating your project, and now you're stuck with Lovable Cloud. I've been in a similar situation and found a solution. This might be a long video, but trust me, it's worth it. Stay with me until the end. As you can see, I have a project here, a to-do list app. If I click the Cloud option, you can see I'm using Lovable Cloud for backend storage instead of Supabase. For one of my projects, I asked Lovable to switch to Supabase and migrate all the data. I found something interesting. Lovable Cloud actually uses Supabase under the hood. It's the same technology, just managed seamlessly by Lovable without requiring a separate Supabase account. Before Lovable introduced Lovable Cloud, you had the option to select Supabase for backend storage, but that required technical knowledge. Lovable Cloud is essentially a wrapper around Supabase, making the process easier. However, many people with technical knowledge prefer using Supabase directly, especially if they want to run the project locally. To migrate from Lovable Cloud to Supabase, the first thing you need to do is open your Supabase account where you want to store all of your data. If you don't have a Supabase account yet, you'll need to create one first. It's free to get started. Once you're logged in, select your organization from the top of the dashboard, then click Create a New Project. You'll need to enter a project name. My Lovable project is called Daily Done, so I'll use the same name here to keep things organized. This makes it easier to identify which Supabase project corresponds to which Lovable application. Next, generate a strong database password by clicking the Generate button, or you can enter your own custom password. Make sure to copy this password and save it somewhere secure because you'll need it later and it cannot be recovered if lost. Then select your preferred region from the drop-down list. I'll choose Asia Pacific since that's closest to my location, which will provide the best performance for my users. Finally, click Create New Project and wait for Supabase to provision your new database. Within just a few seconds, your project will be ready to use. Now go back to your Lovable project whose data you want to migrate. At the top of the interface, next to the Design option, you'll see a Code option. Click on it to access the code editor. Scroll down through the file structure and you'll find an env file. Click on it to open it. Every Lovable app or website that stores backend data will contain this file as it holds the essential configuration for connecting to the database. Here, you'll see details regarding the Supabase project where your data is currently being stored by Lovable Cloud. However, since this project is managed entirely by Lovable, you don't have direct access to it. You can only view and interact with the data through the Lovable Cloud interface, not the underlying Supabase project itself. Since we want to store all of our data in our own Supabase project where we have full control, we need to replace all of these configuration values with our own project details. First, we need to replace the project ID. Go to your newly created Supabase project, click Project Settings on the left sidebar, and you'll find your project ID displayed there. Simply click the Copy button to copy it to your clipboard. Return to Lovable, select and delete the old project ID in the env file, and paste in your new project ID. For the Supabase URL field, you'll notice it contains the project ID after paste the same project ID there as well, replacing the existing one. Click Save at the top of the editor. This is crucial. Make sure you save after every single change you make or else the modifications won't be applied and your migration will fail. Next, we need to replace the publishable key, which is your API key for accessing Supabase. In your Supabase project, click API Keys just below the Project Settings option. You'll see the publishable key displayed there. This is the key that can be safely used in client-side code. Copy this API key, return to Lovable, replace the old publishable key with your new one, and save the file again. Now we need to update the Supabase configuration file. Go back to the code section in Lovable, scroll down to find the Supabase folder, expand it, and click on the file called configuration.toml. This file contains additional configuration settings for your Supabase connection. You'll see another project ID reference here that also needs to be updated. Copy your project ID from Supabase again, replace the old value in this file, and save your changes. The next step is to run database migrations, which will create the necessary table structures in your new Supabase project. In the code section of Lovable, open the Supabase folder, then open the migrations folder inside it. You'll see SQL files here. These contain the database schema definitions for your application. Click on the first SQL file and use the copy button at the top to copy the entire contents. Go to your Supabase project, click SQL Editor on the left sidebar, paste the code into the editor, and click Run at the bottom. While the first query is running, go back to Lovable and copy the second SQL file. Return to Supabase, click the plus icon to create a new query tab, paste the second SQL code, and run it. Wait for both queries to complete successfully. You should see success, no rows returned for each one. This confirms that your database tables have been created properly. Now it's time to export data from Lovable Cloud and import it into your Supabase project. Go to your Lovable project, click Cloud, then Database. You'll see all your database tables listed here. In my case, I have categories, profiles, and tasks. We need to export each of these tables individually. Click on Categories, then click Export CSV at the top to download the data. Repeat this process for profiles and tasks, downloading a CSV file for each table. To import this data into Supabase, go to Table Editor on the left sidebar of your Supabase project. Since we already ran the migrations, you'll see the same table structure here: categories, profiles, and tasks. Click on Categories, then click the Insert dropdown at the top and select Import Data from CSV. Upload the category CSV file you downloaded from Lovable. At this point, you might encounter an error about foreign key constraints. This happens because we haven't added users to our Supabase project yet, and the data references user IDs that don't exist. To fix this, go to SQL Editor and paste the SQL query I've provided in the description below this video. This query temporarily disables the foreign key constraint so we can import the data. Replace tasks with your actual table name, in this case categories, in both places within the query, then run it. Go back to Table Editor and try importing again. It should work now without any errors. Repeat this entire process for the profiles and tasks tables. If you encounter the same foreign key error for these tables, simply copy the constraint name from the error message, update the SQL query with the correct constraint and table names, run it, and then retry the import. This might seem tedious, but it ensures all your data is transferred correctly. Next, we need to migrate any storage files you have in Lovable. In your Lovable project, click Storage to see your folders and files. In my case, I have a Task Images folder containing subfolders with attached images. Go to Supabase, click Storage on the sidebar, and you'll see a bucket called Task Images that was automatically created when we ran the migrations. Click on it to open it. Now you need to recreate the folder structure from Lovable. In Lovable, copy the subfolder name, go to Supabase, click Create Folder at the top, paste the folder name, and create it. Then download each file from Lovable storage by clicking on it and selecting Download. Once all files are downloaded, go to the corresponding folder in Supabase storage, click Upload Files, and upload all the images you downloaded. Make sure the folder structure matches exactly what you had in Lovable. Now comes the user migration, which is the trickiest part of this process. In Lovable, click Users to see your current users. Unfortunately, there's no direct way to automatically import users from Lovable Cloud to Supabase because passwords are stored as encrypted hashes that cannot be transferred. You'll need to manually add each user to your Supabase project. For each user, copy their email address from Lovable. Go to Supabase, click Authentication on the sidebar, click Add User at the top, then choose either Send Invitation or Create New User. If you happen to know the user's password, you can enter it directly and create the user. Otherwise, use Send Invitation to send them an email where they can set a new password. Paste the email address and click Invite User. Here's an important detail you need to understand. The user ID in Supabase will be completely different from the user ID in Lovable. This means you need to update all your database tables with the new user IDs. Copy the new user ID from Supabase Authentication, go to Table Editor, and open each table, categories, profiles, and tasks. Find all entries with the old user ID and replace them with the new one. You can do this by clicking on a row, selecting Edit Row, updating the user ID fields, and saving. If you have Edge functions in your Lovable project, you can export them and deploy them to Supabase using the Edge Functions option in the sidebar. Similarly, any API keys or secrets you're using need to be added manually in Supabase under the Secrets section in your project settings. Before testing your migration, there's one important setting to change. Go to Authentication in Supabase, then Sign In Providers, and turn off Confirm Email. This setting requires users to verify their email before logging in, which can complicate testing. Disabling it temporarily allows you to test the migration more easily. Now let's verify that our migration was successful. Go back to your Lovable project and try signing up with a new email address. If you see an invalid API key error, don't panic. This usually means your env file changes have reverted. This can happen when Lovable makes other changes to your project. Simply go back to the code section, open the env file, and re-enter the correct project ID and publishable key from your Supabase project, then save. One important limitation to be aware of: anytime you prompt Lovable to make changes to your project code, the env file values may automatically revert to the original Lovable Cloud settings. You'll need to update them again each time this happens. This is admittedly a drawback of this migration method while continuing to use the Lovable editor. However, if you're working locally in Cursor, VS Code, or another code editor, you won't face this issue because your local env file won't be affected by Lovable's changes. After signing up successfully with a test account, create a task with an image attached to fully test the data storage functionality. Then check your Supabase project to verify everything is working. Go to Authentication to confirm the new user appears, check the tables for the new data, and check storage for the uploaded image. As you can see on my screen, all data is now being saved to our own Supabase backend instead of Lovable Cloud. If you check the Lovable Cloud interface, the new users and data won't appear there. This confirms that our migration was completely successful and all new data is being stored in our own Supabase backend. That's all for this video. If you face any errors, simply comment down below and I will try my best to help you. If you want to know how to get more credits on Lovable, simply click on the video appearing on your screen.